So this is one sleeve draped. This is using the tulle, I think it is, and it's got a bit of a stretch to it, more so than the chiffon or the organza, which I was previously trying to use for the sleeve. And I've basically just draped and pinned and then cut off the excess, and then what I'm holding up here is the excess fabric, which I will use to drape the other side. So yeah, lift your arm up. So you can see that this one stretches a lot more easily than those other fabrics. So, and also this one doesn't need to be hemmed because it doesn't fray. And what will be going on the end of the sleeve is this stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure how this will be attached, because when you attach it to the actual sleeve, this obviously doesn't stretch with the sleeve when the arm is raised, so this might actually have to be just attached at 2 points, one in the front, one in the back, and be quite drapey so the arm can lift up with ease, but it might get caught still, so I'm not sure. Still need to figure out that puzzle. But yeah, that's the problem solved for the sleeve after a lot of trial and error. And yeah, this will just be most likely machine stitched, just to the edge of the arm side shoulder thing, and then the machine stitching will be covered up with gold trim. So yeah, that's the plan. So both sleeves are now draped on and pinned. Turn around. So the backs seem to be fine, and she's able to lift her arms up. I've done about 4 folds, rough folds, or pleats within each sleeve, and they sort of align to the middle panel of the cup, and then towards the back they just hit where the armpit starts, and then there's like 4 pleats, or a few more than 4, but main 4 pleats there. And yeah, so now I'm just going to sew. I just realized that all of the raw edges are on the outside, so maybe I will leave the raw edges on the outside and then cover them with trim. That might be a good idea, we'll see. But I'm going to machine stitch all along there, and I will update you guys once that's done, and if I choose to do anything else. But apart from that, this is the last step to completing the base of the costume, and then it's all pretty much hand sewing of the trim. Finally, after many weeks and possibly months, the sleeves are finally attached to the bodice. So I've just done a machine stitch all the way around and then trimmed off the excess fabric, and yeah, that's how it looks like. And the raw edge will be covered up with gold trim, so I may need to trim that further down, that seam allowance, depending on how big the trim is. And I won't bother with hemming this edge because that rolls under itself and it doesn't fray, so that's good. And yeah,